All right, well, today we're going to talk about what you're seeing right there, wind. Sometimes it's way too heavy to be fishing, and sometimes it's out the wrong direction to be fishing. So let's, what I'd like to do on my channel is to help every subscriber and every person that watches my channel to have a better opportunity at understanding the things that make a fishing trip better. And one of the most important things that I'm going to talk about that makes fishing trip better is wind. And just for a quick notification, I'm going to show you today the wind's blowing out of the south. It's Wednesday, and it was blowing out of the north and it was pretty chilly. It's blowing out of the south, and it's blowing at about 25 miles an hour right now. And I guess what I want to teach you is that wind is very, very important on a successful fishing trip. That's why I'm not fishing right now, because it's out the south at 25, and the only place I would fish right now would probably be in my boat right behind the island. But the fish are not on the island; they scattered out. February is a tough month, guys. So if you like to, I know you're bored and people want to go fishing, but February is a very tough month. But I want to help you on the wind and give you a tip. Like I gave you the tip on the Minn Kota, the spot lock, it changed my life, my fishing life. And if you have a Minn Kota with the anchor mode, it probably changed your life because you don't use anchoring anymore. Well, I don't use any kind of weather forecast when it comes to wind. I use this one application, and you can get it on your iPhone. It's called Windfinder, and I'll show you where to get it and a little bit how it works. It's so easy, even a dummy like me, an average guy, can figure out where he should be fishing or if he should be fishing at all. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the app. I got a new Apple iPad Pro here. So we're going to look at, this is and if you look at it, it's windfinder.com. And if you go to the Apple store, you put Windfinder in there, and it's a red propeller, like a turbine, and I'm going to show you exactly what to look for that. But this is the wind direction. This is the speed. See this chart on the left side? It goes from 0 to 50 miles an hour. I even watched the storms come in, and when the storms came in, you could see the eye, where the eye was going. The hurricanes, I didn't look on TV for anything. I looked on my Windfinder app, and I could tell people exactly where the eye was going to hit. And it's very, very, very accurate. The most accurate wind prediction I've ever seen anywhere in my life. But right now you can see the winds blowing out the east, southeast, and the color is here, which is about 26 miles an hour, maybe 22, 25. This is Grand Isle, happens to be Grand Isle. You can look on this anywhere in the world you want to go. You can zoom in, zoom out, go anywhere you want. We're going to stay here just for a little bit, just to kind of show you the features on it. Now on your phone, it's a little different to operate than a computer, but it still has the same features. If we move it to 218, which is tomorrow, the wind changes completely. It changes about 11 o'clock tonight, and it starts going out of the north. Is that crazy? So not knowing these things and trying to fish would drive you nuts. Because if you were trying to fish on the side of the road and thinking you're going to fish in the holes, then you're gonna have a south wind today, and you're gonna be throwing into the wind. So the roadside would not be easy to fish today. Fishing on LA1 towards the south side. You want a north wind like tomorrow. So tomorrow and the next day may be a good day to fish on the roadside. The next day, and this thing is accurate, very accurate, and that is Friday. I just put it on, 219. You can see it lightens up a little bit out of the north. That color right there on the scale is probably around 17, maybe 13 miles an hour, somewhere in between there. So it slows up a little bit, so it'll be a little more comfortable. But look on the roadside, the more wind to your back, the better off you are. You can get the bait further out there and have a longer, further cast. So The Windfinder app, this thing is awesome. I use it every single time I go out. Every day I use it when I go out. And you can look to the side, the bar chart here. It's got forecast, super forecast. It's got all kind of features on here that you need to check out. It's unbelievable. And it's the most accurate. You don't have to go anywhere for wind anymore. You have it at the fingertips of your phone right there. And like I said, we're gonna zoom and you can go anywhere in the world. I'm gonna go to Venice and you can see Venice, the wind is stronger on that day. Let's go back to today. That's today, right now. See that wind, how strong it is out the south? You can go, if you were going to, on the other side of the river, and sometimes it's way different when you move. See, you get more towards Fushan over here, and you can see how strong the wind is. It's way stronger. We have 20, 25, they about 30, 35 with that brown color. So it's all colored for you. It's got spots. There's little spots where the wave action, you can check wave action, you can check wind offshore. A bunch of features on here that I don't use a lot. I mainly use it just like I'm using it here. And I zoom in on Grand Isle. And on the computer, if you zoom in too hard, it changes colors like that to blue. I noticed that, I don't know why. But on your phone, if you can zoom in all you want. You can get to exactly to the rock jetties or anywhere on Grand Isle. And it will not change. It'll show you the actual color and the wind direction. Exactly, wind direction. So what else this does for you is it gives you an opportunity when you're wanting to fish. Of course, if the wind was blowing out of the south and I was in the boat in the springtime, I would be wanting to fish behind the island here, one of these spots behind the island. If the wind's blowing out of the north, like tomorrow, of course, I would look in the Gulf and see if the waves had calmed down, and I would be more attentive to maybe ride my boat from here. I want to go to the Fushan barges and drive down the beach. I'm gonna look and see how the waves are. So by tomorrow or the next day, if it's out the north for 2 days, you're gonna have the Gulf settling down. Right now, the Gulf is unbelievably rough because the wind is out the south. So just a little education on wind, and we'll get further in it on a Grand Isle map as the season goes. I'm gonna go into some other things for you, but this in the Windfinder, this is the signal. If you look at see the red propeller, that's when you find that one on your Apple. You go to your Apple apps, and that's what it looks like. That little signal right there. So go get it, put it on your phone, and don't ever go fishing without checking the wind first and the direction of the wind and the forecast. This thing forecasts all the way out to, let's go 3-4 days from now. That's what it's gonna look like. It's coming back. It goes out the north for 2 days, and by Saturday, look at it. It's back out the south, almost directly out south, southeast. And that's Grand Isle I'm showing you right here. You can go all the way to Sunday. It goes out the southwest. You can go all the way to Monday. And Monday might be a good Sunday. Monday might be a better day. See the purple? You go down here, look at the chart. It's about 3 to 5 miles an hour. That's what we're looking for, of course, right there. That's our favorite wind to fish in, is light wind. But here in Louisiana, you don't get a lot of that until you get the dead of summer. So you better have one of these apps on your phone. And look, guys, the bottom line is, if the wind is blowing strong, you want to stay at home and find something else to do. Go paint your porch or do a honeydew for your wife, right? You don't want to come out and make a drive 2 hours, 3 hours, wherever, and come out here and get skunked and say there's no fish or whatever, I'm not lucky, whatever you want to say, because the wind is blowing strong. So the wind is number one, and then I'm going to go over other things in other shows, other videos that will give you some more advantage on having successful fishing trips, because that's what the goal is, I think, for any angler. We love the water and we love to be on the boat, But the bottom line is, if you like me, you want to be successful and have some fish in the box. So please subscribe to my channel if you hadn't. Tell your friends about it, because we're going to have some great fishing action and some great information that a lot of people never tell you. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, you can still pick up information from a guy like me, because I learn from other people and I share the information with you. So it's Tommy V, live from Grand Isle, and we just got to get through this February. March gets better and April gets great. And so by that time, you're going to be an expert if you follow my channel and listen to my videos. So we're going to have more information coming up. But this Windfinder will change your fishing and make your life a lot easier if you check it out before you go out. Windfinder app. It's awesome. Just like that new spot lock trolling motor. It will change your fishing life and make you want to fish more. Subscribe and please hit the like button, because if you like it, other people will check it out and YouTube will share it. And thanks for all the subscribers and all the guys that are viewing and watching and taking your time out to watch my channel. Hopefully send some comments, ask me some questions, and I'll do my best to answer them as promptly as possible. Tommy V live in Grand Isle. It warmed up crazy over here. Look at this, how it warmed up. It's like it went from 28 degrees. We've got some busted pipes, and now it's 60 degrees. Is that crazy? You just hang around a little while in Louisiana and the temperature will change.